I'll probably be up late. I just got all my orders done. I'm probably going to be getting more orders in. This has been a working weekend. Usually, I mean, like I tell people, I work 6 to 7 days a week. I am behind schedule, but I will catch up. My goal is 3,000 plus pepper plants, way behind. I usually have about 5 grow rooms, everything like that. Did not eat dinner. I'm going to have a burrito, sour cream, some Socal grok sauce. All right. Anybody looking for seeds, you should always look for isolated. Once again, that is isolated seeds. I drink coffee all day. I love hanging out. Oh, breaking news. Breaking news. Getting a little close for this. I am now officially suspended on Facebook. Yeah. Somebody, one of the reviewers, he's a friend of mine, made a post, and I said, hey, kick some butt, just like go get him, Tiger, something stupid. Facebook took it the wrong way. They suspended me. You know what? No sweat, yo. I'll just be on this. I'll be on YouTube more. That's what I need to be. This is Sunday. I should have been going live all day. It's hard to go live during the weekends because I'm just cranking out the work. Yeah. I mean, it was that. I made a comment on Facebook. Oh, I've had death threats. 6, 7 people have given me death threats in the past 3, 4 years. I've had slander against my company. I've had rumors that were started that my father's still alive and it was just a setup, all that other stuff. That's a different story. But all this stuff, all those people were turned in at one time. And Facebook never did anything. I jump on another reviewer's thing. Boom. 48-hour suspension. So you know what? No sweat. No sweat. I love all of you. I'm here. We're going to kick butt. We're going to kick butt in growing, and we're going to do what we love. And nothing's going to stop us. Is that a Jefferson Airship thing? Nothing's going to stop us now. Yeah, I'm goofy as hell because I work by myself all day. I do what I love. And you know what? I'm behind schedule. But why don't I work and be on camera? So what I'm going to do, I'll just give you a simple quick tour. And then I'm going to eat some burritos. I guess I'll do a sauce review. And we'll get into it. So anyway. Yeah, just a slap on the wrist. So I got some. Oh yeah, ultraviolet. That's a new type coming out. Nobody has it. I am the creator. It's going to. Thinking F5. I got to look at my records. F5. Got more pepper plants. This is all going to be filled up. I got a grow tent, which is not all that necessary. Just it's for the glamour. Strictly for the glamour. When times get a little tough and stressful, I go out on a mountain bike because I love it. Soil of choice is Fox Farm Ocean Force. Yes. I stored my seeds in it. I bought 75 bags of it. Acidaldoma, I have that on the site. Purple UFO, got that on the site. But I'm getting low on stock, so I need to regrow. More varieties from me. More crosses coming out that I've been working on for half a decade. So lots of plants, lots of stuff. Ooh. Interesting message. All right. Someone I did not expect. Pleasantly surprised, I guess you could say. Anyway, always a surprise. Always. That's an old stereo system, by the way. I just kind of use it. Some plants in there. Some plants back there. So that's what it is. That's what it is, Pepper Peeps. That's what it is. It's all about the germination rates. It's all about purity. That's why we isolate. Well, I isolate. That's why I isolate. It's why I drink coffee, so I can achieve my goals. What are your goals? What are your goals? What are your goals? You can go up to people and be like, you know what? How do I achieve my goals? Could you point me in the right direction? I tell you what. Drink more coffee, you'll find that direction. Keep throwing those darts. Keep kicking butt, and you're going to make it. You're going to make it. Each and every one of you is the little engine that could. I know you're the little engine that could. Choo-choo all the way up that MFing hill, because you can do it. Words of wisdom, right? I'm also hungry and delusional. All right. Yes, I had a bright idea. Facebook Jill. Can't say I've never been there before. It's hard times, man. What grow lights do you recommend? I'm not a grow light expert. What you want to do is look for output. Here. I'm going to eat soon, but let's go through this super quick. I'll go through what I know. This is a T5. It's basically a flashlight. It comes with cobwebs. Free cobwebs if you leave them there long enough. And wires. But anyway, that was an old alarm system I ripped out. Anyway, so T5s, 6400 luminance, weak. But they will be sufficient. You want faster, you want better, you want output. There's usually stickers on these. It tells you. This one, no. Also, there's some more plants. We'll step in here. Freaking smells awesome in here. Voltage. Okay, we'll get to this. Voltage, 100 to 100, or I'm sorry, 100 to 240 volts. I'll explain what this means. Okay. I'm not an electrician. I'm not expert on this stuff, but I'll tell you a little bit. That's hertz. What you want is watts, stuff like that. There's something. There should be another sticker on here. Should be another sticker. No, there's not. So it's output. What you want, the capability of your house or anything like that. I'm not an expert. This is the vegetation stage. Turn it off. You get more of a reddish purple for blooming. Do not let your plants bloom too early. You're not going to get the best shapes. You're not going to get the best yields. All right. This is I've had this for a couple years. I can't really recommend any. This has been very sufficient. Consistent. Let's look at this plant light. Oops, I'm screwing it up. I can't really recommend because what I do is, that's a little screwy. I gotta fix that. Anyway, I can't really recommend any because I have just basically what you want to do is just wherever you buy from it, look at the reviews. I will personally tell you this, as far as grow lights go and as far as germination mats go, even good companies can screw up. So what you want is current reviews, like somebody within the last week or two, because they could actually kick them out quicker, and they might not. There might be a lot, like a production lot of like 10,000 lights they did, and they might not run very well, so they might be bad reviews. I'm not an expert on it whatsoever. I'm really not. I've say for I know you guys ask about lights, germination mats. I've given recommendations. People come back to me, dude, pickles. Seriously, man, you gave me a recommendation and it was bad. I'm like, Viso Sun or Leapfrog. or two standard companies that are great for, say, germination mats. I could give you guys a couple companies for grow lights, and if they have a bad lot, you guys come to me. And meanwhile, dude, it's like, really? It's worse enough I'm doing customer service for every Tom, Dick, and Harry selling seeds now. So if I give a bad recommendation, it's like I can't be responsible. So, I mean, and I'm not an expert. I might be an expert for what I do, but I'm not an expert on grow lights. I'm just not. If I don't feel 100% comfortable giving you a recommendation, I'm just not going to do it. So, all right, let me fix my light and let me eat a burrito. Okay, I did kind of knock this out. All right. I'm hungry. Let me be right back. Hey, what's up? I actually forgot a drink. No, I didn't. I'm losing my mind. When I tell you guys, I work 12, 16 hours a day. I work 12, 16 hours a day. Is this it for that? Let's rise. Rise above. There we go. So, how is everybody's weekend? Has anybody here not started their seeds? Kind of a junky plate here. Some cheap old burritos with sour cream and Socal hot sauce. I love this stuff. Tom Geist was from California. He joined the military, came back. He was, I think, a parole officer in South Carolina. And he produced this stuff in the spirit of California. He joined the pepper groups. That's where I met him. And I fell in love with the sauce. Unfortunately, he sold the company to some other people. I bought a couple gallons. They ran short. I don't know what the deal is, but whatever. I still got a gallon. Hey, if I believe in something, I go full force for it. So, welcome. Share my channel. Hit the thumbs up. Buy my seeds. Brag about me. And listen to my babblings for hours. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. That's all I've ever asked. Once again, I work alone and I work alone. A long time. So let's have some burritos. It's just hanging out Sunday time. You guys got grow questions, go ahead and ask. If I'm not an expert on it, I'll let you know. So let me know if you have not started your pepper seeds. Let me know if there's any issues. It doesn't matter if it's from me or anybody else. On Messenger, I ask you to be specific towards my company, meaning I'm not here to do customer service for everybody on emails and private messenger. But as far as the live video goes, this is customer service for everything we could think of. If you got a relationship problem, I'll listen. I got a heart. And if you're pretty, I'll take you out to dinner. With my hot sauce breath. Stuff's really good. It's made out of guacamole or avocados. It's crock sauce, guacamole. So, I read about this. It's a salute to my old friend Tom Geist. You can find him on Facebook. He's a wrestling coach. He's really out of the business. When military orders moved our family from our home, state of California, to North Carolina, we began to miss the... It's kind of hard to read with all the... Let me shut this. The grow tank. It's hard to read this with the glare. All right, that's a little bit better. All right, so once again, reading the Socal hot sauce bottle. When military orders moved our family from our home state of California to North Carolina, we began to miss the made from scratch hot sauce we found in our favorite taco shops and restaurants. This led us to the creation of our very own Southern California style sauce, SoCal hot sauces, California inspired, Carolina grown. I do recommend this sauce. This is one of my favorite sauces. Sunday Hangout. Pittsburgh Penguins. Sorry, you lost tonight. A lot of people here might not be hockey fans, but I am. I played 14 seasons. I trained all year round. I used to be in fantastic shape, believe it or not. Trying to get back into shape. So I'm just enjoying this burrito with lots of hot sauce. I don't know. I've been struggling all day with my battery on my phone. I got 20%. We'll do this. We'll hang out. You got some Q&A on peppers or stuff like that? Go ahead. Shoot it off. I'll eat. We'll talk. We'll hang out. We'll have a good time. One of these days, maybe tomorrow, I'll try to go live for 2-3 hours at a time and just work and talk. And I get messages non-stop. Oh. I'm a little behind schedule, but we'll get there. One thing I noticed in general, with all the COVID and the politics and political correctness, religious talk, blah, 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 and all this other stuff, it is separating us as a human race. Not to mention everybody using word isolated. I don't want to hear the word isolated unless it's isolated pepper seeds. If I went like this or not like that, but when I go like this is more emphasis. That's when people pay attention. The fork is where the leaders will lead the people. It's Sunday. I'm probably on about hour 13, hour 14 working. I get goofy, I get fun, I get entertaining. And I need more hot sauce. It's not that hot, just tasty. Sorry, I am doing laundry. I'm shooting for 3,000 plants this year. That means work hard and long. I'm starting, I don't want to put soil over my, here's more purple UFOs. I'm growing, seeds are on the site. They'll start getting a purple stem and stuff like that. Start out greenish, purple, and finish up red. They originated from a nursery in Florida. I cannot remember the nursery, but it originated from a nursery. Okay. I am so sorry. I missed all these comments. Like tons of them. Dirk says he's done isolating. He feels like a human again. I isolate so you don't have to. How about that? Nothing but good things about their products. That's awesome. Oh yeah, Socal. So Jimmy, where do you purchase the Socal hot sauce? I live in Southern California and I can't find that particular brand anywhere. It's sold out of South Carolina. Should be a website. SoCalHotSauce.com. Should be SoCalHotSauce.com. SOCAL hotsauce.com. You have to order it online. So there's that. Man, my thread really wasn't moving. Walker, Texas Peppers, I sent you a message, by the way. Bruce Cook says he's been a Penguins fan for 30 years here. That's awesome. Do you know I used to practice with the Pittsburgh Penguins back in the 90s? Ghost Pepper says I'm going to isolate myself and put a mosquito net over my head. That's freaking awesome. That's why I love Kenny. I was at work when the Penguins played today, so I had to watch the game recap on Penguins YouTube channel. Wink. Good evening, everyone. How are y'all doing? Old ways, gardening, and prepping. Thank you for coming here. The Rams won, Dirk said. I'm reading this all backwards, by the way. Hey, R. Crosby is only 2 goals away from the 48th player to achieve 500 goals. You're very right about that. Jerry J. Message deleted. I don't know what happened. Now I'm curious. What did he say, man? Required words. Want to know. We want to know what you're thinking. Okay, I don't know. Okay, yes, 2 ties. Alright. That's fine. I'm just reading to you. I think you're supposed to. Oh, Drew V says, Jerry J, I think you're supposed to have a light and a dark face. Yeah, it's like 12 on, 12 off. 12 in the darkness, stuff like that. Plants need to rest. And when they rest, they actually grow better once they have the light. You know, okay. Lawn Dog says, hey, Jimmy, I think I'm pretty. What about dinner? I pass. What is going on here? Yeah, if there's anything bad and somebody is a administrator here, just go ahead and let me know and remove. I have blocked several people from the... All right. I don't know. All right. Yeah. Okay, so Bruce Cook says, I became a Penguins fan when I lived in Erie, PA back in 94. I lived in Erie, PA as well, Bruce Cook, in 97. 97, 98 to 99. Is that right? No, 94. Let's look back. I lived in Edinburgh, 94. So it's 95, 96, 97. 95, 95, I'm sorry, 95, 96, 1997, I lived in Erie. No joke. I always mention isolated because I use nets and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm not keeping this video too long. I'm just saying hello, basically. All right. Was it vulgar towards me or in general? Yeah, if somebody's vulgar towards me, do me a favor. Always take a screenshot of it, send it to me in private messenger, and then you can remove the person if needed. I'm entering Garden State Gardener's Peter Pepper contest. I lived on Peach Street Road at Children's Center called Sarah Reach. I know exactly where that is, Bruce Cook. A guy there used to make us watch Penguin games on TV. And so that's how I became a Pens fan. That's awesome. I know where Peach Street is. Peach Street, I think there's like State Street. Yeah, I lived up there briefly. I have a friend who owns a lake house in Sagertown. So... Oh, okay. All right. I'm tolerant of people. Hey, man, I'm the same guy suspended on Facebook, so over a simple joke that really wasn't funny, but all right. All right. So, hey, Deborah, I did watch your video the other day. Deborah says, as for growing, I just going to attempt my first grow ever. You all have inspired me. Thank you, Deborah. Yeah, there's a lot of good people here besides me. Pretty much everybody. And so anybody who's new to growing, you could go to my playlist on germinating, topping and stripping if you're interested in that. Yeah, let's keep the language PG. I did make one video where I dropped the F-bomb probably 40 times. I regret that. So, yeah, even I need to keep it PG. So, but Pickles, you have to be careful about language and such. Yes, absolutely. No swearing. This is going to be a PG. I did make one or two videos that was foul language to get my point across, but I didn't need to do that. I regret doing that. And everybody, you know, if you don't like something, I say just move on. But that's all. Yeah, so I have playlists and stuff like that that can help growers germinating, topping and stripping, plants, stuff like that. Yeah. So Bruce Cook, always a pleasure having you here. That's funny when you mentioned. Okay. Mentioned Peach Street, State Street came to mind. There was another Lord Street. Yeah. Yeah. I went to Edinburgh College. I got a degree in psychology. Peter Pepper is okay, right? Seriously? Yeah, it's a tasty pepper. I mean, it looks like a phallic. Uh, it's a heirloom. Believe it or not, Peter Pepper is a heirloom. I should have pretty much all colors available next season. Dirk says you did get your point across that day. Yes, I think I definitely did. Some people just don't care, but there's professional ways of doing it, and there's people that I respect that looked at that video and they said, you know what, we're proud of you and disappointed at the same time. You didn't have to be negative, you know. So I mean, I'm pointing towards myself on that one, but overall, you know. And of course, my friends, glory to our great tuna. The tuna empire shall rise. Jerry J. Dude, be respectful of other people's channels or just don't come back. Yes. I don't know who Jerry J. really is. Let's see. I think it's working. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm very sorry. I got lost in the mix. Yeah, I'm okay now. This is interesting. Now it's on the left side. Nope, I'm still here. I'm still here. The Emperor. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm still here. It's a little warm down here. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you for everything, Chuck. Thank you, Arsenic Element. Thank you, Tuna. Thank you, Dirk. Holy Ghost Peppers. I mean, there's a whole row of people right here that are fantastic. I appreciate everybody. I really do. So this one's for you. A little swig of the hot sauce. Cheers. It says hot, but it's not super hot. Klingon Princess. I remember you from the challenge that we had. Are we having a candlelight visual for the trolls tonight? No. No. Nope. Yeah, I'll get them. I got them. Thank you, Kenny. Yeah, here's something, a day in the life of pickles. I get trolled all the time. There's a lot of jealousy. I try to tell people honestly, truthfully, one hand on the Bible, one hand up. I'm looking you guys dead in the eyes. No one, and I mean no one, should ever be jealous of me. You know, people want to be at my status in my company. You can. Just put the time and effort and work into it. That's all. So, yeah, people attack others. It's a strange time. I've been dealing with this ever since I formed the company, so. But I will say, besides a burning mouth, I've had great success. And it's because of people like you and you and you and you that help me. So this is another way I could pay back. Let's see. I would like to go much longer on this video. I got 13%. I'm going to continue going longer. I'm getting messages. Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg, I guess, sending me messages. I don't know. Let's see. Klingon Princess, I have 2 more boxes. Both are getting to my brother, and I think I'm making brownies. Oh, okay. Yeah. Not everybody might know, but those, we did, I would have them here. They're 2 floors up. I would just eat them now. They're the jelly beans, the jelly bean challenge. Thanksgiving is the best holiday. I do like Thanksgiving. This Emperor Finn wasn't sure on the rules of pickles, tuna, bad language. Yeah, I want to keep things clean, and that goes for me as well. Forging weapons is always allowed. Drinking brew is always allowed. We want clean language, and we want respectfulness. There's no reason to ever swear. That includes me. I'm looking at me. So, All right. Okay. Holy Ghost Peppers was fine after that. Yeah, he's doing a good job. So, yeah. Tuna, you're fine too. I met you through, my brain is freezing. My brain is freezing. Katie. I met you through Katie. She's a big supporter of mine. I'm a big supporter of hers. She just had that pizza on Beyond Seattle Eats. Check out her channel as well. Check out Holy Ghost Peppers. Check out Texas Peppers. All that other stuff. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. There's not too much to do here, but I still got to do stuff. Why don't I go ahead and just get some work done? Hey, if you guys haven't watched, I always kind of lean back here. When the ladies walk by, I look cool. Man, I got these sitting down here. I freaking love these. This is from my review. Yes. jppepperseeds.com. Kenny, could you drop my link here, jppepperseeds.com. These things are freaking awesome. I reviewed them already a couple days ago. I don't know, it says you timed him out twice too. Oh, really? Okay, so this doesn't go any higher. This is what I need to do. I got plants. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you, Kenny. And by the way, do yourself a favor, Kenny, of Holy Ghost Peppers. He's a good guy. I consider him a friend. I got to know him. Unfortunately, I don't get to know everybody in the groups because I work so much. We're doing this. So, I'm just throwing in a reservoir tray. Also, when I'm germinating, I add a little bit of water. I'm transplanting them into red solar cups. Need a new bag. My soil of choice is Fox Farm. I am burning through my battery like nothing, but it is what it is. When do you set your plants out into the garden? Great question. Ooh. I felt like I was going to fall. Right after Mother's Day. Now, my area is going to be different. What you want to do is make sure it's after the last frost. Last year, I put them outside, and it still got the last frost. And my plants survived, but they stunned them, and it took an extra 3 weeks to come back. Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost Pepper. Yeah, Holy Ghost Peppers is his channel. Kenny, drop your link for your channel as well. That way people can subscribe to you. So I'm helping you as you help me. Because that's what this community is about, helping each other. You know, because if we help each other, we will grow. We will grow. So I got these smaller ones. People ask, I just put a little hole like that. It's kind of dry here, so I do that. I'm gonna load these up very quickly because I don't have too much battery and I do want to get this done. People ask me my order of transplanting. This is what I do. I get from planter cells. You can get the hard ones. I like the soft ones. I squeeze them and then I pull it out and then put it into a red cup. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. And by the way, I did enjoy our time on the challenge. That was fun. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Those jelly beans, what it was, the 5. Okay, so I'm interested in finding new places to buy pepper seeds from. That's this guy, jppepperseeds.com. I isolate to help ensure purity. Netting, isolating netting, stops the bees from cross-pollination. When you go to the website, this is what you're going to see. I have about 230 types on there. By the end of this season, I should have close to 500 varieties. Yes, about 500 varieties by the end of this summer. I work a lot, and I will personally tell you I love what I do. For some strange reason, and I had this conversation on the telephone. I'll get to you, Chuck, here in a minute. And I appreciate Chuck has been a great supporter. But I'll get to you now. Pepper X, no. That's not my company. So, thank you, Tuna. Pepper X. That is Ed Curry's pepper. He has never released it. If you have Pepper X seeds, you do not have Pepper X seeds. No one has Pepper X seeds. Do not listen to them. Do not listen, blah, blah, blah. They've never given out, and I will never sell them. So there's that. So, no, not released. So, all right. So this is fun. I'm having fun. Bruce Cook says I use styrofoam cup because it is easier to tear the bottoms. Time to transplant into larger containers, but it won't hurt the roots. Styrofoam is cheaper. Yeah, as long as you're not producing it, styrofoam. Okay. Tone Ranger 78. I have one more review to do. Monster, the Red Marute, the MRM. I may do it tomorrow. Okay, that's cool. Do you grow reapers for yourself? I do grow reapers for everyone, for the seeds. All right. Oh yeah. So what I was saying, planter cells, red Socal cup, 1 gallon, 5 gallon, 10, and all the way up to 25. Not everything I put in is 25. So we're gonna start. Oh, so why wouldn't you sell Pepper X then, Pickles? Because Pepper X has never been released, and it's Ed's thing. I'm just kind of letting certain people do their own thing. I'm not against Ed, but it's just the way it is with us. Where do you get isolating that? I buy that through a company where I buy bulk. I do not give out that information because I would be creating better competitors against me. So I do not give out specific information. If you want to isolate very specific things, what you could do is organza bags, the same thing as you put the rice and stuff or the pull string. Just put that over for one pepper. You know, if you're using a whole net, now you're becoming a competitor. I'm not here to train competitors. So some people get mad at me, but it is what it is. I do this for a living. So, all right. So what we do is we squeeze this. Okay. That's cool. Tuna I met once. It's really, yeah, I know what you mean. But you answered that. Makes sense to leave it to great Grandmaster. Yeah, yeah, it's cool. And thank you, Idaho State, or Idaho Garden Girl. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm a registered company. There's a little bit of purple on here. And I pay a lot of regulations, and people want to compete with me. It's a purple UFO. There's a little bit of purple on here. Not a whole lot. What I do is I get this. I put it down deep enough. See, I'm going to show you all the white part. That's where the roots are going to be. And all that stuff. And roots will form up higher. Okay, now I'm going to go against what I said here because I don't mind. And it's to help you guys. And I do want to help. Okay, so I say I have trade secrets. I'm letting you guys know a trade secret. Cinnamon is a natural root hormone. That's one of my secret ingredients. So I sprinkle lightly when I transplant. Now, ideally, I like to put it by the roots, but when I water it, it'll get down to the roots. So I do that. I'll help you guys out too. As extreme gardening, stuff's expensive. It'll do a better job than cinnamon. This will help root growth, okay? There's all kinds of stuff, when you're using fertilizers, stuff like that. You don't really want to use fertilizers until you get your second, third, fourth set. But this is more of just helping the roots. And after that, the time you start using fertilizers about I usually fourth, fifth set. I don't even bother with nutrients until it's almost Mother's Day to put them outside. I do compost teas. I've written my own recipes based on what they want. So I've written 3 different recipes. Basically, the outline of the recipe without giving the recipe is thank you very much for the order. I do appreciate that. I truly do. I'm dedicating my whole self to this weekend to the company and everybody else. So, plants. Only if I could show you some pictures. I have been fortunate. I feel like I have been blessed. Because if you guys could see what I've been shown, I have been friends with a botanist who showed me the ropes. And this is one of the world-class botanists. I don't mention his name, nothing like that. His plants, he's not really a pepper grower, but he's grown some pepper plants, and they're loaded. We're talking hundreds of peppers on one plant. He showed me how to do it. And people say, hey, man, why don't you really get your yields that high in your plants? It's very time-consuming. You need to know how much to use, stuff like that. Now, you break it down into 3 sections. Root development. Okay, now you're talking root. We'll do the outline. It's like teaching a class. Root development, growth, and blossom. So those are 3 main stages. Root development, growth, and blossom. Blossom, that's when you're talking about phosphorus and potassium. Nitrogen helps hold up water into the plants and everything else. Let's get to the comments. Cinnamon is a natural root hormone. All right. Yeah. Hey, Alexander. Alex Johnson. Hey, another great supporter. Much love. I'm actually impressed with a lot of support I have from you guys. So I'm just transplanting some purple UFO. I have them on the website. I'm going to speed up and do this because I got to do this. I don't mind talking and stuff like that and working. For God's sake, I've been yelled at every job I ever had, so that's why I formed my own company. I'm growing a lot of purple UFOs. I absolutely do love them. When they're purple, they do have a little, it tastes a little floral and a little bitter. And if you like purple and you want to make something with the purple and you don't like the floral and bitterness, what happens is sugar. You just add sugar. Sugar will contrast with everything. So, alrighty. Okay, Jerry J. Nice to have you back. What do you use instead of oyster shells? Oyster shells are great for calcium. Yeah, man. Oyster shells take forever to break down. You could use eggshells. Eggshells is a great form of calcium. What I suggest is actually bake them. Just basically bake them, brown them a little bit, kill any bacteria that would be on there. Salmonella comes from egg. Then once they're cool, put them in a blender, make a powder. The powder, okay, when it's the eggshell unbroken, like just maybe halves, that takes 2, 3, 4 weeks to break down into your soil. Crunched into a little bit takes like 2 weeks. Powder form takes a week for the uptake for the plants. And blossom rot, stuff like that. Yes, sir. Yes, tuna. Okay. Oh, I did miss some comments. Stone Ranger 78. Are you familiar with the channel Welsh Chili? I am. He is. I do recommend Welsh Chili. I don't watch his stuff very much. I have friends like Chris Fowler and Juca Fatale, Make It Wayne, Hansville. They all watch him. They discuss him. I talk to these guys on Messenger frequently. I usually harass Chris Fowler about UFOs though. Good guy. He's a good guy. I love the guy. He's sending me some sauce here soon. We're all friends. Yeah, he's good, dude. The Welsh Chili. So. Oh, okay. Dirk, I missed his question. I try to get to everybody. Speaking of MRM, Moruga Red Monster, that's what that stands for. It's just a bigger Moruga. Is that a heavy producer? I love the powder. It's a medium, I'd say a medium to high producer, but generally speaking, you'll probably get medium. You got to really, 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 really feed it. Okay. Moving on. I know a friend of mine just did a channel about this stuff, a video. What's his name? Papa Bear Peppers. Harold Eckert. I'm friends with him. He and I have been administrators on pure peppers. A little bit of root development. Miniature. A lot of purple in that one, actually. And he just did about product. He does a lot of product reviews. He doesn't really do too many pepper reviews. He does, but it's basically for him products. He's a big supporter of Nectar of the Gods and various other products. It's a little bit of purple in here. Now, purple UFO, Capsicum Annuum. I made a mistake and read it as Jeanette's once. Boy, I got the first, second, and third degree on that for years. Everybody makes mistakes. I was working full-time as a welder at the time, and it auto-corrected. I type in capsicum, and it's like it could be pepotum, annuum, pubescence, all that other stuff. So, anyway. So what I want to say is it originated from a place in Florida. Okay, that's all done. Do I have any more purple UFOs? I do. Uh, what I want to know. People ask me questions. Now, I could ask all you if you know. I want to know. I do not know everything. It's impossible to know anything. Everything. Purple UFO. What is the cross? I don't know. Sometimes things are unknown crosses. Crosses I have done are manual. And I documented everything for what I've done. Oftentimes, and I had a conversation today with the reviewer about actually purple. A lot of times in peppers, the purple originates. It might not be, it might be from this pepper, that pepper, this pepper, that pepper. But a lot of the purple is from Pimente de Nede from South America, where it came from. Well, oftentimes, actually pretty much all times, it becomes unstable. For some reason, the genetics on Pimente de Nede, you mix it with anything, and I'll get to this. And I'll absolutely get to this as long as the battery doesn't die. I'm going to give you some examples of some peppers. Okay. Conversation I had today. They're like, will you have any pink tigers available? I said no. I have seeds. I have like one of the original seeds. Pink tigers have changed dramatically from the beginning to the end, meaning current day. Now, all these people selling seeds, non-isolated. I could shake you for that. Now all this stuff is crossing. They don't know it crosses. It might not show up for a generation or two. Stuff like that. It's just... Pink tigers do not look what they look like today compared to the beginning. I got seeds from, oh boy, when was that? I have it documented. I just pulled up the timestamps on those. 2015? I think it was 2015. And they came out about 2013, 2014. Pink tigers. Pimente de Nede crossed with a ghost. Well, what do we know about that cross? That's blue ghost. That's black panther. There's like 20 peppers out there. The same cross, but it just, because of environment, because soil that's acidic and everything else, it really affects it. Now I noticed, I think European soil must be more acidic. They get gnarlier stuff. They get cooler stuff. Their grow seasons, depending upon what part of Europe, they get a longer grow season and all that stuff. So going back to Pimente de Nede, anything that's purple, you're going to start getting weird shapes and different differences in the plant stalk, the stems, the leaves, everything. I got 5% left. I'm going to die. I'm going to die on this subject. But, I don't know. Purple UFOs seem pretty sturdy on this stuff. I'm missing a pink tiger shark. It should go live every night. It sounds like the voice made a tie pop sticky with. Okay. I'm missing a lot of comments. I don't know why. Okay. Hey, Jimmy, what would be the plants would be my calcium? Yeah. Yeah, I could do something like that. I'm sure I'm going to get a calcium deficiency. The leaves will bubble and they'll curl. At the edge, they'll curl a little bit. They'll curl up like this, and they'll have bubbles. That's a calcium deficiency. And if you don't see that or think it's aphids or something else, you're going to end up with end blossom rot. Thunder Mountain Longhorn requires the most amount of calcium I've ever seen out of a plant at all. Wait, you're blowing my mind. Are you thinking of transplanting and pulling them out of the pot? Well, I am transplanting them out of these things. Powdered eggshells. Yes. Any tips for jalapenos? I do well with the most of the chinense and ahi varieties, which is, of course, capsicum picotum. I filled at jalapenos. I'm running out of time. Alexander Johnson. They require the most amount of calcium. Start that now and get a hold of me throughout your grow, or ask me to do videos on it and go live, and I will. Okay. Obsessive Gardener, hey Jimmy, how you doing? Pretty good. Thanks to all 15 plus tuna turning into stream. Yeah, 16. Thank you, everybody. Listen, unfortunately, I got to conclude this video. Have I answered everybody's question as best as I can? I got 4% left. Is everybody happy and satisfied? If not, I will reflect upon this myself and maybe make another video. Awesome, thank you. Won't be shy. Capsicum annuums are pretty easy to grow. They really are. They're faster than capsicum chinense. They the only thing advice I give you is add more calcium than anything. So happy. Thank you for your live stream. You're welcome. You're welcome. I meant you actually pulling the plants from the soil. No, they're not thinning. I transplant a little deeper with the roots and everything too. I'd like to continue. I really would. What are we at? What's our time limits? We got 5%. Let's go for 2% more on my phone. Let's act like Rocky and push it to the limit. Because that's what JP does every day. One day I'm going to have a bunch of workers. I'm thinking in 2 years I want to have about 20, 30 workers. In the beginning, we're going to put our hands together like this. We're going to start singing, push it to the limit. Later, guys. Need more advice? Let's do this again. All right. Jerry J, thank you for being here. Okay. That's okay. All right. We'll be... Yeah. I'm always doing pepper lectures. I'm throwing that out. I didn't like that one. All right. So, guys need seeds. You should be buying isolated. I understand if I don't have something, and then somebody does, yeah, I would do the same. I buy non-isolated, and I do the best I can. Blossom and rot, it happens because of magnesium deficiency. Push it to the limit one more time. I am hired. I am satisfied. Your Primatelli looks like everything. Magnesium and calcium for end blossom rot. They really go hand in hand. Too much magnesium can actually cancel out calcium. That is a matter of a fact. Okay, let's see. A little bit of this is hey, Pepper Princess. Hey, by the way, you want to do a couple reviews for me? Pepper Princess, get a hold of me, Jim Morrow, on Facebook. It has my logo on it. I could send you a couple powders to help represent the company if you wish. You could also email me at james_morrow1@hotmail.com. If you forget, go to jppepperseeds.com. Home screen, boom. Tuna, I'm looking forward to Barb's next. I'm going off on a holler. Okay. So, cinnamon is a natural root hormone. It's not the greatest, but I try to help people out. Sprinkle it lightly. Go over the plants, water it. I'm going fast. I'm going to do the signs, and I'm calling it quits. I could be back later. I don't know. How much fun do we want? Fire. So, yeah. Obsessive Gardener, how do I get involved with the JP Powder Review gig? Get a hold of me on Facebook. I'm going to see how much powder I have left. I'm still processing some. My powders are getting low, but whatever I have, I will give out for review for people to review. I asked them to review it, review it. I sent out a bunch already that It's been 2-3 months. Some people haven't done it. Basically what happens, I don't hound them. I used to. It's how I create enemies. What I do, pulling out tags. Make sure Bismarck chocolate's on one side. Cross that out. Also, transplanting outside. When you're getting ready for your season, please map out your grow. It helps me out for less traffic on private messenger and emails. So I'm just putting tags on each of these. Alrighty. I got to charge up my phone. Much love, everybody. I will be teaching you to become better growers. I'll be showing you and proving to all of you I can get high yields, high success, and all that other stuff. I'll have my wife message you. I'm not on Facebook. I'd love to review your powders. I'm definitely reviewing peppers from you. Okay, bye. All right, much love, everybody. Isolated Seeds, jppepperseeds.com. One world, one community, one isolation net. I don't know what that means, but I'm going with it. Till we swim again. Cut, cut, boom.